You've lost that love and feeling. Whoa. Okay, I'm done. Seriously, that was awful. But that song pops into my head often when I think about broken relationships. Now, this world is just filled with relationships that are broken, severed. They've ceased to exist, and people don't know what to do, or it feels like the relationship's so damaged there's no hope for it. And God has a lot to say to us about, how to navigate those relationships, because every relationship, if it's a real one, is going to have some difficulties, some challenges, some disagreements, and so forth. And if we start to understand that love is, so much more than just a feeling, then maybe we'll be less inclined to think, oh, I've lost that loving feeling. Because if you've lost it, then what if there's something you can do to get it back? One of God's great prescriptions for this is to think lovely thoughts. He tells us, whatever is lovely, think about such things. Because here's what happens when these relationships are broken and struggling. We stop thinking lovely thoughts about another person. Instead of thinking these lovely thoughts like, you know what, I really enjoy him and I really appreciate how he's different than me. I really am thankful for the way his mind works and, maybe how he challenges me. And things that are lovely, we appreciate about another person. When we stop thinking lovely thoughts, we stop doing lovely things. We stop encouraging, we stop listening, we stop serving, we stop helping, we stop valuing people. We stop investing really at all in the relationship. So when we stop thinking lovely thoughts, we stop doing lovely things. But then what happens is we start thinking ugly thoughts. So it progresses beyond, I'm just not thinking lovely thoughts about you, to now I'm actually thinking about ugly things about you. I look for every ugly thing that there is about you, everything that I might not enjoy or appreciate, everything that's different from who I am, everything that I thought you would do that you didn't. I mean, that's kind of a big thing. We have carrying with us all the time all these expectations. We don't verbalize them, we don't share them, we just assume you'll know. Because if you cared about me at all and you weren't such a big jerk, then you would know my expectations and you would meet them. But since you're not meeting them, you're an ugly person. That's just not true. So often people just don't know what our unspoken expectations are. But we're not speaking them because we're not investing anymore. We're not giving people the benefit of the doubt. We're not calling a quick time out and saying, hey, let me tell you what I'm thinking and feeling, because I appreciate you and I think you might like to know how I feel. And so we stop thinking lovely thoughts, we stop doing lovely things, and we start having ugly thoughts, which guess what? It leads to doing ugly things. We become ugly people. And really, it's not so much even the other person anymore. It's this ugly thinking inside of us that drives us and compels us and moves us to do ugly things to other people. And those ugly things and ugly thoughts, they permeate into every relationship that we have. I know you think you're the exception. You think that you can, target the exact person you want to be ugly to and it's not going to impact anything else. You're wrong. It impacts everything. You see, when you have a little bit of ugly that you accept inside of you, it spreads. And that's not what God desires. So watch what you're thinking. If you're in a relationship, a friendship, a business partnership, a marriage, a romantic relationship, whatever the case may be, really watch your thoughts. Think about what's lovely. Focus on that. Direct your attention there. And when you think lovely thoughts, you'll do lovely things. And then you'll be able to really see what the relationship is based on and what's happening there. And you'll have a blast doing it. Enjoy. Think lovely thoughts.